Hello. Oh, my jacket's not on. Hang on. Hello. There we go. Now I'm fully dressed to go outside in this autumn, in this fall. Hello. Hi. It's me, Katie Shee. And it's you, my favorite people on the internet. How are we all doing, lovelies? How are we doing? Have you had a good week? Riley, hello. Congratulations on being first. Harley, hello. Dave says scandalous. I know. I'm sorry. I'm not fit to go outside. My cat mum and cat dad would stop me at the front door and be like, "You're not going out dressed like that. No, you're gonna go upstairs and you're gonna get changed." And I'd be like, "Okay." And I would put my actual outfit in my school bag and be like, "Look, all better. Don't look in my bag." Hello, pizza. Welcome. I'm sad to hear you've got a throat infection. I hope it passes soon, but I really hope you enjoy Beetlejuice too. I am pretty freaking hyped for Beetlejuice. Though I need to rewatch Beetlejuice 1/watch for the first time. It's one of those movies that I don't know. Have I ever fully seen it? Have I just as osmosis? No, I'm sure I've seen it. No, I remember seeing it on the telly. This is how you can tell I'm old. I remember seeing it on the telly with ad breaks. Yes. Is the stream frozen for anyone else, or is it just my shitty internet? Green bars on this side, so I think we're good. I actually had that happen a couple of months ago before I moved out. Oh, and I bet you were absolutely slaying, Riley. I bet you were looking amazing. I watched on TV too. Yes! It's you. Okay. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. I mean, if Dave's shitty internet is working, then, you know, we know it's okay. How are we all doing, though? Have you all had a good week? How are we all feeling? What is the vibe in the room today? In the room, yes, you're all in this room with me. I need to get more chairs. I need to get more chairs. When I was designing this room, I didn't plan for all y'all to be in here. I did look amazing. I knew it. It's always the most fire outfits that get you stopped at the front door. Except, I mean, my cat family still bring up the time my cat's sister went to a funeral in her New Rocks, which honestly, at the time I was a bit embarrassed. Now I'm like, hell yes. That's a fire look. Go to that funeral in New Rocks. It wasn't the funeral of a person who would necessarily, or a person's family who would necessarily appreciate the New Rock, so which is more the pity. Yeah, it does rule. I won't lie. My dearest littermate, my dearest sister, often got the golf fashion right a lot more than I did. Next room design is just a room full of chairs. It just becomes an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Catgirl Nation now has a Catgirlaholics Anonymous wing. Also, thank you for the branded boots to save up for. I've been looking. New Rocks are, oh yeah, I'm tempted to get a pair of New Rocks. I miss them. I miss them so much. I never really had a pair because they're heckin' expensive. They were always out of my budget as a young emo kid. But now they're still kind of out of my budget. They're still pretty expensive, but I'm just like, But I could be financially irresponsible. For a pair of shoes I will very rarely wear, and may break my ankles in. But I could. They're extremely out of my budget, but once I have a joke. Yeah, they're out of most people's budget. They are pricey. They are pricey, but they look so good and they make you so tall. Very rarely being not more than once. I don't even remember what that's in reference to. Like me wearing New Rocks? Very rarely being... Oh, you mean like going out in them? Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably. They also probably aren't very practical to drive in, which would rule them out for half of my trips, unless I do the old shoe swap in the car, which honestly I do a lot anyway, so it's not really a hassle. But, okay, moderator Dave. Bear with me now, okay? Moderator Dave, listen to my pitch. Next time I go to a My Chemical Romance gig, right? New Rocks for the gigs, the many gigs in my future, right? It worked, kind of. I'm glad pizza, though. That kind of gives me fear. Harley agrees. Yes, Harley, I hope you're having an awesome week. I hope you're having an awesome time. And Riley, it's so good to have you back streaming after all your travels. I keep seeing the stream notifications going in, and then I go in and do a little lurk, and then suddenly it's midnight and I'm being chased to bed. But I love my late night Riley streams. Sublime, hello.
Moist.
You were missing them at the very many gigs you have been going to. Yes, it is me, famous person who goes to gigs all the time. Famous outgoing person who loves a big crowded event. I went to my first gig when I was like 17, which felt very late at the time. It was Electric Six. It was great. I'll be real though, I was that one kid who only really knew Gay Bar and their released on MTV songs. I didn't know a lot of their stuff. But I learned. They're so fun. That was your first gig? Yeah! Yeah, that was my first gig ever. Dave was there. Dave was there. Dave remembers that. Hydrate. Thank you, Sublime. Thank you for the hydrate. I will drink some lemonade. Nom 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 nom. Lemonade. I'm on the 7-Up. I've also got the Iron Brew as a backup. I don't think you admitted that to me at the time. Oh, well, I suppose actually there was the little local venue. So no, the little local venue, which is long ago shut down, they had bands like Enter Shikari play. So I maybe went to the Enter Shikari gig. I don't know, could I afford the Enter Shikari gig? I think I managed to afford it. Because that venue that shut down didn't actually like hike up the ticket prices. So maybe technically an Enter Shikari gig was my first big gig. I don't know.
Zarlaxus just
I don't
subscribed
think
for 27
Electric Six
months.
is the one that's in my memory as the first real gig though, and I think the venue is part of that because the venue before then where I maybe saw Enter Shikari didn't feel like a real gig venue, I'll be real. I loved it dearly, but it was very much just like a basement. Zar, hello! Hello, Zar! Hello and welcome. Almost 2 years! Almost 2 years. We love that. I'm having a great week off, says Harley. Still off the high of my VTuber meetup vacation. God, that looks... VTuber meetup vacation sounds so good. So good. But yeah, Electric Six was my first real gig because it was in a proper gig venue. Enter Shikari might have technically been my first big band that I saw play, but they were in a tiny venue. It was really good though. It was really good. I still have more memories of Enter Shikari. No! Oh! Who is it? Who is it? Who was it? Oh shit! What's her name? In INIU? They played at that venue as well. Oh, what were they? Hang on. They're still probably going. Oh, who was it? Their name was something like INIU or INUI. Not Tattoo. Definitely not Tattoo. And they played... Oh, hang on. Let me see. Is there some kind of record keeping for this venue that shut down a long time ago? Let me see. Katie is a LaCoy. A LaCoy. Rum does sound nice. I want to have some Dead Man's Fingers, which is not a literal thing. It's a brand of rum in the UK. I should clarify that. I didn't think about that before I said that. LaCoy. What is a LaCoy? What am I being called by Sublime? Sublime. A wolf cat. Oh, those are so cool, Sublime. Everyone look up LaCoy right now. Forget watching my stream. Go look up cool cat. Also called a werewolf cat. It looks like a werewolf cat. It looks like... I'm curious what moderator Dave's thoughts are on it, because it's close enough to hairless cat that I think it might be sketching him out. Aww. But rum does sound good. LaCoy likes liquid lemonade. It's true, I do like liquid lemonade. Though, one thing they don't often have in the UK that America does much better is proper homemade lemonade. That and proper homemade iced tea. Whenever I'm in an American-themed restaurant, that's what I go for, is the homemade lemonade or the homemade iced tea, because that shit's good. That shit's so... I really want to one day go to like a proper southern US lady's house and have homemade lemonade, because that's just the stuff that dreams are made of. Everything else about being in the American South terrifies me, and I would probably be having a bad time, but the fucking lemonade would be good. I'm joking. Okay, I'm sure there's lovely people and places in the American South. I'm easily scared. I'm easily scared. Like, people keep suggesting LA-based cons for me, and look, LA seems like a lot. I have heard not a single damn nice thing about LA. Everything I hear about LA makes me feel like I'm either going to get held up at gunpoint or harassed. Definitely harassed a lot, harassed so much, or punched, or maybe all three, and that's terrifying, especially because all the LA cons appear to be in the sketchiest fucking parts of LA. It's really scary. Well, as a proper southern person, honestly, you may like certain areas. We have a big punk rock and indie bands scene and stuff. That sounds amazing. And I believe there are some really nice places in the South. Like, I've got a buddy in Tennessee, and it always looks lovely there. Tennessee looks fucking great. What's the place that Season of the Sticks is? Vermont. Vermont always looks really nice. I would probably die of cold, and that's saying something as a Scottish person, but Vermont looks amazing. Even in the Season of the Sticks. And I like the hipster place in the South. Portland? I think Portland. They had a TV show about how hipster it is. I need to find some local venues to go to. Tennessee is lovely, some parts in the Southeast as well. Heck yeah! There's a lot in the South that I love, and I have plenty of friends in the South that are liberal as hell, so I know some of the stereotypes are silly, but you know, I probably would be comfier in the South than in LA. It's more my vibe. Portland, oh, it's to the far northwest, sorry, yeah, sorry, yeah. It's in the other direction. That makes sense. Oh man, I do want to go across that side of the pond. I make jokes occasionally about how I'd be scared of all the guns, and I am terrified of guns because A, many legit reasons, too many to list, and B, I mean, like, school shootings happened when I was younger in Scotland. I grew up at the tail end of gun crackdown in Scotland. It's not that I am afraid of them because I don't know them. I am afraid of them because I grew up seeing the impact of things like Dunblane. Yeah. I'd still give them a try in a range, yeah. But yeah, they're just scary. But it also happens in the UK. I get scared when I see UK police carrying guns, and that's super scary because they're doing it a lot more in the UK, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I do not think it makes anything safer in the UK, especially. It just means there's more likely to be criminals carrying guns to prepare themselves against it. That would be like saying Cardiff is my favourite Scottish town. I mean, honestly, I feel a kinship with Cardiff. She says never having been there, but really wanting to, so she can do a Doctor Who tour. Also, I have a few Welsh friends, and we are basically kindred spirits. Complete with the languages. Man, Wales is the best. Well, no, Scotland is the best. Sorry, I've got a brand to protect. Scotland is the best, but Wales seems really neat. And they've got good hot chocolate. There's a nice hot chocolate company on one of the Welsh coasts. If Dear Geek Place was around, they would know the name. I want to say Pendragon, but I feel like if I look up Pendragon in Wales, I'm just going to get 1,000,000,001 results because Arthurian mythology. If you ever come to the South in America, you will have to let me know how it goes. Yay! Yeah. It's strange being a VTuber because not like we can really get invited to guest at cons. I mean, we can if we've got a face counterpart, but that's a small minority of us. Yeah. I mean, we do get invited to guests, but it's usually as like video call guests. But in Catgirl Day Job, maybe I could pitch a talk to the Americas. Honestly, Catgirl Day Job is probably the best chance I have of getting invited to an event in America. Genuinely, I don't see us ever going to the US, maybe Canada. Yeah, I feel like if it's a work trip, it's probably going to be the first time I get across to America. I feel like it's probably going to be the reason. They do invites now. The Canada Con I went to did an indirect beach roofing that I wish I knew I could have joined. That's so cool! That's awesome! That's awesome. We share a prison cell with the Welsh, says Dave. That's a hell of a way to put it, and it is entirely true. It is so true. Mentioned Cardiff due to Doctor Who. Oh, you know me, Sublime. You know me. Is Scotland egg-shaped? I mean, look, there's a collection online. I need to find a link to all maps of Scotland based on like their shipping distance. I need to get the link to it because some of them are hilarious. Hang on, I'm sorry for the annoying loud keyboard noises, or maybe it's great, maybe it's ASMR, but I wasn't expecting to type today, so I didn't change to my less clacky keyboard. Where is that? Oh God, where was it? Weirdest maps of UK by postage? Why was I even looking at this? Where did I find it? Where did I find it? How did I find it? I have this memory of looking at this map of all the different postage regions. And some of them were hilarious. Like one of them randomly brought Shetland as the mainland, but where was it? Where was it? Where did I see it? Let me see. There can't be that many articles out there about weird Scottish postage maps. There can't be. But I have such a memory of it. Was it a YouTube video? No, it can't have been. A Twitter post? Oh, Twitter makes sense. It's a Twitter kind of thing. Hang on. It's got to be on Twitter. It's got to be on Twitter. This feels like a Twitter journalism thing. I'm so confused what you think is weird about it because I'm not explaining it well, so give me a second to find it. Oh, a cool comic about misophonia. I'm bookmarking that to read later. Scottish postage map. Let me see if I can find this thread. Come on, come on. It's the delivery charge map. That's what I'm looking for. So, haha, I'm getting close. I'm zooming in. Have you heard about the drug experiments they recently started on dogs? No, and that concerns me because usually animal testing is bad. But tell me more. What kind of experiments are we talking about? Tell me more. I am intrigued. Where is this? Where is this map? They found a way to reverse aging and it's cured a dog's cancer and others are right. Oh, that sounds interesting. I was seeing there was some interesting studies in the BBC News about Ozempic potentially reducing the effects of aging. So I wonder if it's Ozempic they're using or a variant of Ozempic. That's really promising. That's really cool. Thank you, Sublime. And also, I never should have doubted your judgment. That's an awesome study. I'm skeptical whenever anything claims to be reversing aging. Like, reversing the signs of aging, sure. But I don't think any of us on this mortal plane get to outrun aging. Not even the ones from the Fae realm, because, you know, sacrifices had to be made to come here. Is it maybe the one I posted in Discord that you're looking for? Maybe. Let me check. Let me check. Bless you also for trying to sleuth this out. Based on my vague-ass descriptions. Where stuff got mentioned in stream, that makes sense. Yeah, so that is the kind of thing. That is the kind of thing, Dave, but it was a collection of really bad ones. It grew their telomeres by 200%, literally. How? God, I do not understand some of the recent science, but I appreciate it. I love it. Hello, non-sleeper123. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're thinking of delivery maps in Scotland. Scotland delivery map. There was an awesome thread that I saw, and I will find it again. This might at this point become a after stream hunting down though. There was one where like Shetland had joined the mainland. How's the badass Scottish cat? Oh, she's doing good. How are you, Neri? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hello, Neri.
Non-sleeper.
Thank you for following Non-Sleeper123. May your energy be as boundless as a cat's curiosity. Non-understood science equals magic. That's so right. That's so right. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give it one last look to see if I retweeted it on any of my accounts. And if I didn't retweet it, I'll give up and we'll go to Persona, I promise. Maybe. I maybe promise. I'm good. I'm so glad. This one for sure sounds like an after stream job. Maybe. Maybe. Diddly-doo. Boogie woogie. Diddly-doo. Boogie woogie. Okay, okay. Scrolling Twitter noises. I can't believe NaNoWriMo is just fucking things up even more than usual. That's old news now, honestly, but it still amuses me. Oh, I'm not gonna find it, am I? I'm not gonna find. Okay, okay, after stream, okay. But I will come back. If I find it tonight, I'm gonna come back on Saturday and be like, everyone look at these maps, they're amazing. Because y'all know I love maps. I mean, everyone with taste loves maps, but me especially, I'm special. Because I'm holding the microphone. That's why. Neri, I hope, I'm glad you're good. I hope you're having an awesome, awesome week. And same for you, Non-Sleeper. I hope that you're having an amazing week. I hope that, unlike your screen name, you are getting some decent night's sleep. Yes, dear, you're not like the other girls. Oh, don't. That does me psychic damage. Oof. Oof. Because, look. I feel like most people of a certain age, before the internet, before we knew better, who were tomboy inclined, went through the I'm not like other girls phase. It was like there was a powerful force of misogyny at work that made those girls like so when I was coming of age in the mortal realm, there was a big push for that girl being super cool, like like you'd have the action girl, the tomboy girl, the not like other girls. She grew up with 8 brothers and now she knows mechanics. So like a lot of us were impressionable at that age, and a lot of us, and I'd say I have no shame in admitting it, but I have a lot of shame admitting this, but I definitely had a I'm not like other girls phase. I'm not like other girls. Oh, and it hurts. It makes me cringe so much remembering how much I wanted to be different from the other girls. And one of the guys, God, I wanted to be one of the guys so badly. Because that felt safe, right? That felt cool to be one of the guys. That felt like you'd be safe somehow. It felt safer. Well, know somehow about it. We know why. We know why it feels safer, because you feel like less of a target if you're one of the guys. So I definitely wanted to be one of the guys, and definitely not one of the girls. Oh, and so many of us did, and it's so cringe to think about now and to talk about, because it was so ingrained. It was so powerfully pushed on people by the media that was the cool girl. Gone Girl has an amazing paragraph about being the cool girl that resonates with me so much. I just posted the news article, the stuff that got mentioned in stream. I don't know if it's the same story I was hearing about, but... Oh, news article. News article? Oh, the dog article. That's so cool. I have to click it and find out what pill it was. Let me see. So I'm really curious because, yeah, I was reading up on BBC News about Ozempic is linked with reversing the physical signs of aging and your cardiovascular rate, which is an interesting one and is in one of those ones where I'm like, because so many of those things are tied with weight in a way that I'm just like, is there actually correlation? Or is it the weight loss causing it? But then I'm not a scientist, and I'm hoping the people doing these studies are checking for that. But also, signs of it lowering the COVID risk rate, which caught me off guard because there's nothing that should be causing that to my knowledge. I will link the article because I realize I'm just talking about medical stuff without actually citing a source, which is dodgy. So I'm gonna pop that link into the chat as well. Oh no, my mouse has gone AWOL. Because that was super interesting. It's the second article. Got it, the Yahoo one. Perfect. That's the one I'm on. Age reversal pill. Okay, in Florida. Interesting. Interesting. Push your telomeres. But what is interesting? They don't actually seem to name the drug. I wonder if that's deliberate to stop people trying to buy it for humans? Yeah, I'm reading through the article. I don't actually see them name it, but that's really cool. I'm looking forward. I hope they do more studies in it. It'll be really interesting. Yeah, I'll be following that one with great interest. Because that sounds awesome. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, okay, and it's just like, here's a bunch of other articles about dogs, because we've noticed you've clicked this one. Oh no, I'm in danger. I'm in danger. Okay, so I should play Persona, which means remembering how to launch the game, which is more complicated than it sounds. I keep clicking like launch application, it keeps going, nah, don't really feel like it. Don't really feel like doing that today. What if instead I don't? What if instead I do not? And really, I would prefer that you did launch the game, like, not to be too mean, but I would like if you launched the game. Okay. That makes me a little iffy that the drug is telomere pharmaceuticals and their thing is increasing telomeres. It feels very much like they're that's hitting the sniff test oddly, the fact they're branding themselves over this telomere thing. But that does, and also it's very commercial. A preclinical stage pharmaceutical company focused on developing telomere 1 as the first novel small molecule. Let me get. Oh, that's their own website. Let me find a more neutral source. This leading drug compound telomere 1 was featured in an ABC News television segment highlighting promising age reversal in a study with. That's the thing. 2 senior dogs is a very small study size. Very small. In actual commercial drug terms. Like, it's fantastic, but that's a weirdly tiny sample size. Owns them. Interesting. I look forward to seeing a bit more about how telomere 1 works, and hopefully, I want to be a bit skeptical and be like, I'd like to see some European studies, but let's be real, like Ozempic and Eli Lilly's drugs, they're the US and they've been fantastic. So the US is very much where a lot of the innovation is happening in medicine. I've heard about telomeres since 2012. Thank you. Okay, so that one is me not knowing the term. That girl is now a science tuber. Oh god, no, don't put that on me. I'm not smart enough. I failed physics, and it broke my heart because I feel like I love physics. I was really excited to study physics. I was so hyped for physics. I love physics still, even the maths parts. The physics teacher I got would speak entirely exclusively in the driest, most inflectionless monotone you can imagine. Like, imagine a very early days AI voice, and it was like that. And he would just read from textbooks for all his lessons, just read monotonously. No emotion, no enthusiasm. And I like hearing textbooks being read. I'm happy to hear a teacher read them out. I enjoy it when they put a bit of energy into it. But oh, this guy, even me, biggest teacher's pet around, was like, oh, this isn't good. This is not a good experience. Telomeres are the end parts of the DNA that unravel as one ages. As someone ages, they unravel. That's really cool, Sublime. And hey, don't worry about repeating. I'm enjoying learning. Don't worry about repeating. It's totally something to be excited about. I really want to see them do more. Dave says, I excelled in physics, particularly in the forces of attraction. Yeah. Sure. Your thing, moderator Dave. Here, I believe you. I mean, to be fair, the evidence does point to him being correct, unfortunately, so I can't really fight there. Oh, but that is super interesting. I'll be keeping an eye on that. I am enjoying a lot of the really cool medical stuff we're finding. It's I know the news seems dark a lot of the time, and it often is, but there's been some really interesting medical science stuff happening. And I'm really looking forward to seeing where we go with a lot of it. Like GLP inhibitors, semaglutide, it's all really interesting stuff. I've been really enjoying seeing where we go with it. And also, like, I know it's been a while, but remember how quickly we got those COVID vaccinations out? That was some of the coolest shit I've seen in my lifetime. Seeing everyone work together to get a global supply chain working. That was the coolest fucking shit, and the fastest I've ever seen anything like that happen, and possibly the fastest I ever will see something like that happen in my lifetime. That was so heckin' cool, and I know it was a dark time, and it was rough for so many people, but dang, it felt so awesome to see that happen. Just to see that level of collaboration and people working together. Yeah, it was so cool. It was so cool. It was, yeah. Science is neat. Maybe I do want to become a science VTuber. I don't know enough about science to become a science VTuber, but if I could, then I would. Because I fucking love science. I do fucking love science. It's very exciting. It is indistinguishable from magic on a good day. And we love that. We do love that. Love science. I love science. I find myself thinking back a lot to COVID and just how, like, in the darkness there was so much cool stuff happening. Like, everyone making masks from whatever materials they had around and giving them to people, donating masks. That was just some real good community stuff. Some real positive community stuff there. Does that mean Dave was a negative individual? Dave? Negative? Nah. Maybe. Okay, I've made a shortcut to the game because whatever I'm currently doing isn't working. And I'm gonna press the shortcut. And hopefully Persona will load. And if not, I may have to give in and pick a different game. Come on, Persona. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I fucking love science. I've been really tempted to do maybe like either a once a week or once every 2 weeks or once a month stream, and let me know if this seems like something you'd be interested in, where I just go off on one for an hour or two and do a little PowerPoint presentation about whatever I'm hyper focused on about the moment. I think it would be neat. But my worry is a lot of the time it would be stuff that I am not really qualified to talk about. Like, I think semaglutide and Ozempic and all that is cool, and I'd be interested in telling you all about why. But I'm also not a doctor or a medical person. But I could also just be like, here's what I've been learning about, like, getting through Stardew Valley. Here is my quick guide. My Stardew Valley quick guide. Or it could just be me talking about, what other cool stuff could I do a presentation on? Random accessibility stuff. That would be fun. That would be fun. Hey Katie, you won't believe the clip I saw today. What clip, bestie? What clip? It was probably made by AI. It was probably a deep fake, okay? Probably someone just stitched all my clips together and is deep faking me now. Probably, bestie. Because I mean, people keep taking like there's this trend of clips appearing where I just seem really silly, And we all know I'm not like that, right? I've never been silly in my life. Especially not on the internet where people can see it and clip it. I wouldn't be silly. I wouldn't be silly on the internet. I would never like see a Cal emote with his like Cal Mias TM branded blue cheek stripes and look at it for months on end and be like, he's crying. That's a sad Cal emote. He's crying little blue tears. It's a sad autism emote. I would never make a mistake like that and then state it publicly on stream. Oh, that'd be silly. That'd be silly. And I am well known to not be a silly cat. It's true. My brand is chaotic Scottish cat girl, not silly Scottish cat girl. I've never done a silly in my life. Probably, maybe. Yeah. So yeah. Persona is still not booting up. Speaking of me being silly, I still can't get the game working. So I might have to play something else. Maybe Hades? Persona has just gone, you know what? Nah. I'm gonna try it one more time. What if I run it as admin? That likely won't fix anything, but it will make me feel better. Because I can be like, haha, I'm powerful. Never. But hey, you know, if you want cool emotes, like the emotes by Cal that he is showcasing right now, did you know you can get them? You can get them for yourself. They are available on Ko-Fi, right? Doggone Hungry is installed. Ooh, yes, it is. It is installed. Oh, I could go play that. Yeah, because Persona still isn't launching. Yeah, let's do Doggone Hungry. You cannot have my emotes, but you can have emotes. That's true. No steal. Commission. Give commission. No take, only give. No take, only give commission. In general, many places to get emotes. Yeah. No take, though. Only give. Okay, sound mixer. Okay, we're switching to Doggone Hungry. And it's going to be glitchy and it's going to be delightful. This is a free game that is available. Wait, I was going to say my Steam's not open. Is that the problem? But no, that's not the problem. Doggone. Where are you? I know I installed you. I suppose the problem is probably that I didn't put it in a category. If it's not in a category, it doesn't exist to me. Add to not started. But we're about to change that. It's possible that I haven't installed it. I shouldn't try and install it on stream, should I? But it's going pretty fast. You will surely react to the opening when I'm not around. I would not. Communism. Commit tax fraud. I mean, I legally cannot say my opinion on that on stream or I'll get in trouble. Good Doggone Hungry is not quite installed. We do have the werewolf cleaning game. The Were Cleaner. And it is basically Halloween. Where do you see the word tax? Oh, right, sorry, commit non-tax fraud. Well, she is back, so that works. I wish I could do a proper Jimmy Carr laugh right now, because this would be the time for it. Ah ha ha ha! There we go. I'm Jimmy Carr now. Oh ho ho ho! It needs more like a goose honking. I feel like he honks like a goose when he laughs. Oh ho ho ho! A honk, a honk, a honk. I'm Goostarian. A honk, a honk. Oh, I can't do that laugh. Can't do that laugh. Look up Jimmy Carr laugh refs, but then I will hurt myself. I'll give myself psychic damage. Okay, I'm doing it. Jimmy Carr laugh. YouTube, don't let me down. Oh god, a minute elapsed. Oh no. This is gonna give me psychic. Oh, why does he sound like a bird in that one? He sounds like a seagull. Yeah, he sounds like a seagull in most of these. He's a seagull man. He laughs on the inhale. Oh god, I'll die if I try that. How does one do that? I don't know how to laugh on the inhale. That's too complicated for my brain. I will suffocate. Imagine if you got a copyright strike for going, oh. I don't know if I can do it. He does do that stupid sarcastic one. And I need, if I had a rubber chicken, I could probably do a better impression than what I'm doing right now. This is why I should, maybe I should put a rubber chicken toy on Throne as a backup musical instrument. It's like vocalizing the inhale. Okay, so it's like a gasp. It's like an intake of breath, like, but it's like more. No, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. That was a fun face though. Ooh, I like that face. I probably shouldn't like that face. I feel like the Clippers are gonna play havoc with that face. Voice training Katie on stream. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I did vocal training for a little while. It was fun. It was a good time. I've also done a throat singing workshop, and that was super fun. I think I ended up doing it by the end of it, but don't ask me to do it now. Somebody did recently who was at the workshop with me, and they were like, hey, can you still do it? And I'm just like, you know, I haven't tried in like 4 years. Maybe. Maybe Katie is the throat goat. Don't Google that. Maybe she is. But we'll never know because she doesn't practice. Oh god, we should play a game, shouldn't we? We should play a game. It's like asking if you can do a forward roll. God, I really want to be able to do a forward roll. I want to be able to parkour. But I worry that I would try and be that one person that breaks their neck. Clip. Man, my nemesis. My nemesis. Need to disable it, need to destroy that bot. Yeah, I just feel like I'd be the one person who breaks their neck. I feel like my neck is very fragile, which I feel like is probably a universal thing that mortals feel about their neck, and it's not just me. But some days I wake up and I'm like, I feel like my neck in particular is more fragile. Logically, I know how to do a forward roll, I can do a forward roll, but where would I have the space to verify it? Trampoline park. Trampoline park. Next time you're on the mainland, Trampoline Park. We can both become those adults that get horribly injured at trampoline parks. we could. I've never been to a trampoline park because I am neither a child nor a parent of a child, and they're a very modern invention. And I do really want to go to one so I can trampoline. I would absolutely break my ankle in like the first 20 minutes. I know it in my heart. I know it in my heart. But I still want it. I still want it. It's like, you know that urge if you're at like a party? Like if you're at one of those weird like kids' birthday parties where the adults are allowed to drink? And everyone's kind of getting slightly drunk, but also they probably shouldn't because the party's supposed to be for kids, but really it's just an excuse for adults to drink. And everyone's kind of eyeing up the trampoline like, how many more drinks before I have an excuse to go in the trampoline? How many more drinks? Yeah, I know somewhere got one right. Is I was too old for them to let me on, or whatever the reason was, I wasn't allowed. Yeah! Yeah! Actually, you know what? Here's a fun story that I'm probably going to regret sharing, but I'm going to share it anyway because that's what we do here. So towards my last couple of years of secondary school, I got put in what, it had a different name. It had some sort of soft name rebrand, but it was basically the special ed class, okay? Through one of its many names that it's had through the year. And they didn't know back then that I had the autism. So but they knew that I had really bad hand-eye coordination. And they knew there was something not right. They're like, she's doing really well at school, but if I throw a basketball at her, she will just let it bean her square in the forehead. Same with volleyballs, same with any kind of ball-related projectile, and I'm just sitting there like crying, like, please stop hitting me with balls, please. What is this proving? Ah, the unit, exactly. So like a bunch of people with undiagnosed autism, I got put into the unit, but the unit was not designed for people that were masking well. It was designed for people that were really, really struggling. And its purpose is mostly for people that are struggling in really severe ways or have really, really severe learning impairments. It's not designed for people that have a level of autism but have otherwise been masking the whole time and are just bad at occasionally hiding it. who have failed their stealth role at masking. So I failed my stealth role for the masking, and I got put in the unit. And please stop hitting me with balls. Honestly, they were like, "Wow, she just can't shoot hoops. Time to put her in the unit." And I'm just like, I didn't know this was a test of anything. Why am I getting put in the unit for this? For not being able to shoot hoops? I did not know shooting hoops was a big part of Scottish school life, but I did indeed get penalised for not shooting hoops right, and for also getting hit in the face by balls a lot. In a perfectly PG, school-friendly way. And it was like a lunchtime club. It wasn't a full-time unit, because that was probably very small and very understaffed, but they put me in the lunchtime club because I guess it had a bit more wiggle room. Which meant I got a note and I showed up, and I was like, hi, I got told I had to do this thing because I'm a good girl, and when you get a note that says you have to attend this thing, you go to the thing. And I get there and it's just utter carnage. It's just, and it was really cool though, because I did get through this unit, I managed to meet a couple of other people in the school that had various levels of autism. And I didn't know them before, and I just thought it was really nice how they were like upfront and just said what they were thinking, and I was like, oh, these people are neat, I love them. Still love them to this day. But it was also absolute carnage because it was a group of like maybe 12 to 20 kids and maybe 2 teachers at most. It was a lunchtime thing, and one of the first, I only went to like 3 sessions before I was like, this is not for me. And I remember one of the breaking points was they decided the lunchtime activity for that day would be to put us all on little trampolines. I don't know what went through anyone's head to go, we've got this group of special kids students, air quotes special, because that we're not really sure how to support them. So what if we just put them on little trampolines on an indoor sports hall and just see what happens? You know what happens when you give 20 kids with various learning, physical and developmental disabilities mini trampolines? Carnage happens. Absolute carnage. I did a forward roll, and because there was also mats for doing rolling, there was balance beams, there was trampolines, there was a climbing rope. They had the whole gym set up out. The whole like we had one of those fancy pull-out wooden jungle gym things that was used for climbing, and it had like the rings for if you want to do the Olympic ring thing. It was a big climbing rope. They had that out, and that thing only came out for special occasions. So I saw it and I was like, they've got the special jungle gym out. They've got the special climby rungs. I loved that thing because you could climb up on the bars and be a monkey. And I'm not a good climber. The rope terrified me. I still didn't understand the rope, but I like just like climbing the bars and being like, I'm a monkey. But they had that out. They had the trampolines. They had rolling mats. They had balance beams. And they just had 20 kids from the special unit just suffering in so many varied ways. stimming, trambapoline mayhaps. Honestly, if that was the logic, that would have been really clever. But I don't think they thought it through that much. Because within about 5 minutes, I was like, trampoline, 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 forward roll, ow, my neck! I can't feel anything except pain and windedness. My lungs are not lunging, my windpipe is not windpiping. I'm in so much pain. And they were just like, maybe don't come back. And I was like, oh man. Oh man, I failed the class. I failed the class, I've been exiled. I don't get to go back to the fun lunch club where they sometimes have trampolines. And that is the story of how I got kicked out of the unit. Failed trampoline class. I got an F in bouncing. They tried to fix the problem where I kept getting hit in the face by balls. And I just failed the bouncing exam. Secondary school was full of so many tests I didn't know what to expect. Like, all the social situations. The whole fact that you're supposed to, like, go running if somebody's having a fight. That one always threw me, because people would be like, oh my god, so-and-so that you don't know is gonna have a fight with so-and-so. And I'd be like, cool, I'm gonna go back to my book now. Bye. Have fun. The little, like, lunch break area is nice and quiet now, and I like it better that way. Oh. Yeah. Secondary school just had so many surprise tests. Like, oh, whoop, you failed your basketball hand-eye coordination tests. Also, in English, I did get my catgirl parents called because I wrote a little short story that was a little too dark and was a little too troubling. Which I also didn't realize. I didn't realize you got in trouble for that. I was an angsty kid. I wrote, and also I had the. I was an angsty kid with depression. That the school probably definitely knew about. They definitely knew about. I think I had to declare it. So I was like, I'm gonna write a story about. Can I say this on Twitch? That has some nice, like, edgy anime aesthetic things of, like, wanting to delete your save in Minecraft. And the teacher was like, this is a great story, but we should probably call your guidance counselor. And I was like, oh man, I failed another of the hidden tests. Another of these hidden tests I failed, and it's like, Katie, it wasn't a hidden test. It was your social awareness test that you failed, which honestly, if we were thinking about it more, would maybe have been a bit of an early sign. Like, hey, wow, yeah, she really didn't understand the consequences of this, did she? Wow, no, like, the consequences of those actions were not known to this cat girl. Maybe that's a sign pointing us towards something, but nope, they're just like, Next game. My sister just was diagnosed with ADHD and her counselor suspects she is also a TISM person. Heck yes, TISM gang! TISM gang! I'm gonna switch to just chatting because let's be real, that's what we're doing now. And have been the whole time, whoopsie. That's really good though, good for your sister. In the UK it's very difficult to get diagnosed with ADHD right now, so you'll just use the ADHD tag, but it's very, very difficult to get an assessment in the UK. I suspect I have both. I suspect I am in the ADHD gang. But I got the consolation prize of, we can't put you forward for an assessment. Our region currently doesn't have the funding to assess adults, but have you considered autism? And I was like, oh, okay. How much is it now? 8k? That sounds about right for private diagnoses, yeah. So I know it's an 8-year waiting list in England, and I hear similar for Scotland, though I don't think they've released the figures there yet. But yeah, private diagnoses I think are at least 8k. Yeah, I consider autism all the time. What about you? Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with the subject. I know lots about it, actually. Ask me more. Ask me questions. This is a quiz. I love quizzes. Finally, I got a test I've been prepared for. Finally, something I'm knowledgeable about. Oh boy. Katie just failing all the tests. Finally, a test Katie can pass. It's so true. It's so true. Man, I kind of miss tests. I feel like a lot of the time adults doing like personality quizzes and like that one quiz site that everyone uses when the memes go around. I forget the name of it. But that one site, it's just us trying to relive some of our school glory days. You want to do some tests? Honestly, always, always. But I shouldn't, because I should use this ad break to try and make the game work. Metazua. That's not the one I was thinking of. I'll tell you that for nothing. Oh no. No. Those type of games scare me. No. That game's got a flowchart on it. That scares me. That reminds me of that other game where you have to make the words by like merging two words together, and that game scares me. Fun test. No, bad test. I test you every day. Facts. But I should use the ad break to figure out what the heck I'm doing game-wise. All you do is guess animal, but it's a scary flowchart. You see the problem? Flowcharts are scary. Flowcharts are so scary. Actually, they're not. I love flowcharts. That's not true. Like, those little flowcharts where... Oh god, I love a good flowchart where you're just, like, going to the bottom and it's like... If yes, then this way, and if no, then that way. But that's not the fun flowchart. That's like a... That's a scary flowchart. It might not even be a flowchart. It might have a different name, and I don't know. I failed the flowchart test, but it's okay because it's the ad break now, so nobody can hear me failing the flowchart test. In the shadowy corners of Katie Shee's chat, a caper unfolds. Does it though? I don't like capers. They're sour. Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a day. Emote heists and communism conspiracies are whispered, while the gang debates the art of the inhale laugh. I still can't do it. That's going to take some practice. Forward rolls and ninja moves are reminisced as clips capture their antics. Goddamn clippers. A sudden ad break is the perfect cover for a heist. Oh yeah, heist. Are we heisting? We're heisting? We're heisting now, apparently. And a hydration reminder. Stay tuned, Gumshoes' case is far from closed. Sporkle Games, Scotland counties. Oh, I can't embarrass myself like that. No, I can't I've got a reputation to uphold. This is revenge for the emote thing. Cal's just here trying to embarrass me. But I should check. Do y'all think I could use this ad break time to install the dog game? So I think I could maybe get it installed before the ad break's over. 1 minute 44. Can I install it in 1 minute 44? Well, if I keep stalling, we'll never know. So let me try. Hitting the button. She barely knows where she is. That's true. That's true. And I would find a way to dox myself. Let's be real. Haha, dogs myself. It doesn't mention the science. That's true. Yeah, see, Cal, you get it. You get it. That would be the problem I immediately go straight into. And even I saw that problem coming in advance. I'm like, no, I can't play the guess the Scottish country name because it's just... I would dox myself in 0 seconds. 0 seconds. Oh, man. Oh, ding. Dingly dang dang dang. It's annoying. I swear I have a bunch of games set up for when my other... I've got Maze on here. We could do Maze. We could start Maze. What could go wrong? Hillside, the Cozy Cafe sim. I've got the playtest version of that. The Wear Cleaner. Dead Cells. The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, we're already halfway through that. Oh, Sunhaven. Plate Up. Does everyone join me in a Plate Up game? Is Digimon still installed? You know, it should be. It absolutely should be. Yes, it is. It's still installed. It is still installed. That would kind of scratch the tism. We could just play Digimon. We could just be a little digi silly and play the digi game. That would be pretty kind to us, even though we don't remember anything, because honestly, who needs memory? Maze is a more multiple stream game. Digimon is still installed. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah. Brain says yes. Brain says yes to Digimon. Brain always says yes to Digimon. Let's be real. It's my brain. It's my brain. Why did it take me that long to think of Digimon? Because it's a halfway through game, that's why. Okay. Dog game is a silly one stream game. Yeah, but it's only at like 200 meg out of 700. And I worry about tanking my frame rate. It is... okay. It's ticking in the background. And I'm watching my frame rate calculator intently. While the Digimon noises distract me. Okay, it's... you know what if I just be a little silly and play Digimon while Doggone is downloading and we see if that works without breaking things. I'm just gonna put the Digimon music on. Just to try and tempt people. Hang on. And the people I'm tempting is me, let's be real. Hey, so listen, I really gotta go, and I'd appreciate it if anyone asks if I was here, if you could tell them that no, absolutely not, you didn't see me, you don't know me, you have no idea who I am. But if YouTube comes up and asks you to like, comment, and subscribe, you can absolutely say yes to that. In fact, you don't even need YouTube's permission, you can do it right now. You can click all those buttons yourself. So, you know, you can do that if you like. Just, don't tell the police, okay? Okay? Good.